NBA 2K25 MyPLAYER Builder news just dropped. A whole bunch of information just came out. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance Sessions. I was a head coach in the NBA 2K League for the Bucks and the Mavs. I wanted to run through just some of my thoughts, maybe on the competitive aspects of things that I'm seeing with the builder, the badges, and just give my general thoughts. So first off, as you can see the screen here, it's a build behind us. It looks just like the same builder from last year. The one thing that immediately stands out to me is the new badge level that is unlocked. I can't remember what they called it, like Legend or something. It's a tier above Hall of Fame. So as you can see here with Speed with Ball, this player would have to get a 94 Speed with Ball to unlock that. So I'm interested to see like how strong those badges are, because that is something that I don't think that we've had in a long time, ever since maybe like the grand badges, but that was kind of like a takeover. One of the new attributes you see on screen is agility. They took out stamina and added agility. We'll kind of talk about stamina in a little bit with a whole new kind of section about it. So interested to see kind of what agility does. Other than that, there's not really too much new things within this attribute screen or the builder that they had. Again, we'll just have to get into the MyPLAYER Builder and actually like mess around things. Bringing back community builds. I actually enjoyed some of the community builds. I thought some of them were actually like pretty competitive. I hope that they just keep working with good creators when they do these. But I think this could always be like a good first step for players if they're just now playing 2K or don't want to like go through the whole process of doing the builds. I don't know if they did the NBA player builds again or like likenesses. I don't really remember them talking about it. Yeah, so I'm assuming not a lot of people are using the NBA build templates, and so they wanted to go with just the community ones, which I think is really cool. Now to kind of a controversial one, which is stamina. So if you can read here, I'll read through a few of this, but pretty much now everybody starts with an 85 stamina, and you only can upgrade your stamina by doing the Gatorade workout. So it actually kind of puts more of a reason to your Gatorade workouts besides just getting those. But the fact that day one, everybody's going to have an 85. Each workout adds 2 stamina points regardless of whatever results. You just literally just have to go do it. You can only get 4 workouts per week though. So what is that? First week it's 8. So a lot of your guards, centers, like whoever really needs stamina is not going to be able to max out their stamina at 99 like they would before. So it's going to take at least 2 weeks before you're going to see that. They're bringing back the body types, which I thought was pretty cool. So the more you do those, the more body types you unlock. And then another cool feature is once you've done all 12 unique workouts in the Gatorade gym, you unlock the Workout Warrior, which gives you a 99 stamina and a permanent turbo meter boost, and you unlock all your body types. So I'm assuming that means every single workout you've done one time. So once you reach all 12, you're going to be able to unlock all that, which I think is really cool. It's going to probably bring a lot more players to actually do every single type of machine. I know like in the gym, like I only specifically go for a few of those. So they go into a little more depth here with the agility and acceleration and things like that. So within 2K24, your acceleration is what determined your like launching abilities, but now in 2K25 only speed with ball, while lateral movements, off ball launch, off ball cuts, and all that type of stuff are used with agility. So they add a whole new feature probably to try to combat the low speed with ball, or the kind of like not glitch players, but in a way kind of glitch players that people are making where they could get certain speed animations with builds that shouldn't be able to move that fast. All right, next part we have here is takeovers. So they said they added 72 takeovers, 14 takeover abilities. I kind of look at the different level things. So here's like a screenshot that they put up with some of your takeovers. Here is barbecue chicken. So each level you actually keep unlocking like higher attribute caps. Like level 1 I think was like +2, +3 to 2. But this one is fully maxed out going into your takeover ability. So as you can see, when you even just hit level 5, it's going to add 7 close shot, 7 post control, and 7 strength to this. And that's just a barbecue chicken one. And then they talked about the takeover being like supremely overpowered in a way, but like for a very limited amount of time. So we'll see kind of what those do and like what takeovers are actually usable, because it's with so many, I'm assuming a lot of players aren't actually going to use as many takeovers as maybe they think. So hopefully there's a good balance there. They kind of talk about a little bit, but here again, going back to more of the takeover meters and how it works and all the levels you get. So it'll be interesting to see kind of play styles that are kind of come out of just from the takeovers themselves. You can change your takeover between games. You'll be able to play as one, go in your next game. Maybe you want to do something else, or maybe you're playing a matchup against somebody and now you know that you need this type of takeover versus them. All those kind of things are pretty cool. So here are all the new NBA 2K25 badges. I know this is like something a lot of people want to see. There's a few, handful of like really cool ones. There's nothing like super like new in my opinion, but I think that they've renamed some. They've kind of fused some into one badge. Layup Mix Master, just Acrobat, like Paint Prodigy, improves the player's ability to quickly and effectively score while going to work in the paint. I mean, there's a lot of different badges. They still have Rise Up, which I like, but we'll see how that works with the dunk meter and how they kind of change all of that, the jab step and the dynamic dunk meter. I don't know if it's just driving or standing under the rim. The set shot specialist, I think you're going to see that on almost every single build on the court. That's just for players that stand still and shoot. Shifty shooter, shoot off the dribble. Then you got a badge like high flying denier, which kind of sounds like rim protector mixed with kind of like chase down artist in a way. An interesting badge to look at is going to be on ball menace mixed with the new mechanic that they talked about with defense, where you'll be able to cut off defenders. And so on ball menace mixed with that, maybe like I think it was 94 feet badge would go into that. So again, they kind of combine those. They have paint controller. Maybe that's more like the rim protector badge. But again, interested to see just how all these badges activate and their usefulness and things like that you can do with these. So here's another screen just showing you badges. This player has 3 of the new level badges above Hall of Fame. This is the build that they made in the first screen. Ankle Assassin, Handles for Days, Lightning Launch. They have Hall of Fame Unpluckable, Set Shot Special Silver. This build can't really shoot, but the build that they made was more, I think it had like an 87.3. So again, the same looking screen, but that new level of badge is going to be interesting to see. It seems like also there's a lot of bronze badges that builds like these get. So like this build does get glove as well. Interceptor on silver, even though it's pretty, so they did put some defense on it. Badge perks are back. They kind of had some of these, but there's one kind of not overpowered, but could be depending on the builds. So the one I really want you to focus on is the max +1 on the screen. So it boosts a badge level. Boost a badge 1 level above its max potential. You must progress the badge to its max before equipping this perk. These are unlocked at level 15 for a tier 2 badge, level 30 for tier 1. At the end of the season, it reverts back. So I feel like I understand what this is saying, but like let's say you only get Hall of Fame, or let's say you get limitless range on silver. You could add the max +1 to get the limitless range on gold, vice versa, no matter your rating. So it could be interesting to see like how people think about this aspect to their build, where whatever limitless range is unlocked, or think of any badge that you think, you know, maybe an attribute that you can't really get to, but you want that like a rise up to be gold, and then how you can use your max +1 to get level 30. I'm assuming that means that you could just probably purchase it. It's going to be in the, I'm assuming they're going to do that again, where you could just go in and purchase the 1 rep rewards. But if this is like actually just you have to hit level 30, which it could be that as well, and that's what that is, I think players are definitely going to grind to get that, especially if they add it again in a later season. Like players that continue to like collect those will be really, really overpowered to get those. Also, you have participation and synergy, which just kind of give you badge progression. Participation, if like you're not getting a lot of, you know, limitless range shots, but you want to get it, it just gives you a little bit of a flat rate. And then synergy, pretty much however much your teammates are using their badge, you also use your badge. Then we have badge elevators. It's just kind of a way, there's a badge that you don't really use too much, but you want to just immediately get it maxed out. You could use these badge elevators. It goes up to 3 levels with your max potential. It gives you like an example. If you have a bronze badge and it can get to a legend badge, then you can immediately go from bronze to Hall of Fame. So not too bad. It'll help, you know, players just be able to, if you make a new player, you get those elevators or things like that to be able to just immediately throw on there to help you just start like earning your badges. So it could be really good to just make new players or people just starting playing 2K in general. And then here's another huge one, cap breaker. So kind of like the last one with the max +1. You can read through this, but pretty much a cap breaker, you get 2 of them. So and then the example is if you have an 85 ball handle, you can apply 2 of the cap breakers to play with an 87 ball handle. You're going to unlock all the animations, badges, and everything that requires the 87 ball handle. So this one, again, this one mixed with the max +1, you can really make some interesting builds here. This also says each attribute can be increased a maximum of +5 above its cap. So there's more cap breakers. It says there's a total of 15 through all the rep rewards. So I'm assuming it's going to be through the seasons, but being able to make a player have the max +1 and then be able to have a +5 on anything, and then 15 cap breakers added on, like you're going to be able to really create some interesting builds. And if you keep playing the game and collecting these, you're going to make builds that people literally can't even make. But I like this. We'll just kind of see how they balance it out, because I think this is probably what could, quote, break the builder. I don't love that phrase, but once players figure out, yeah, like I need a 80, I need a 90 to get gold limitless, but I can get an 88 and then I can put that and I can get Hall of Fame dunking or like something like that on a guard or something with a big, and they're going to create some super player that everybody's going to make. So hopefully they really like vetted this part of the process out and made sure that we can get some balance and some different builds. I love the overpowered builds. It's going to happen. There's always a meta, but having some balance is always cool to see just a bunch of different builds in general. So that'll do it for this video. We kind of went over all the NBA 2K25 badge news. Definitely going to be doing builds, base creations, everything that we do on this channel. So if there's any news or anything you guys want to see early from me, leave a comment. I'll definitely be posting a lot, just news in general until the game drops, and then we'll really dive into making those competitive builds. Also, join my Discord below. I'm going to be bringing back my Pro-Am team and running ranked, live streaming, doing all that kind of stuff. So if you've never played like competitive Pro-Am before, I would suggest joining the Discord. It's a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot of stuff. But if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.